think they bought out Ben Simmons, and now they released him or whatever, and he signs with the Los Angeles Clippers. I mean, ever since Ben Simmons set out that year, and he set out that year, it's been a rizzy for him. It's been a rizzy. It's been a wrap. He set out a whole year, and he just never, was the same. He hurt his back while he was out that whole year. And a lot of people, really, started to question, was he committed to basketball? His jumper never really got where it was supposed to get to. And, like, when he took that time off, it was like one of the worst things he ever done. You know what I'm saying? Check out the NBA Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And I try to explain that to people, kind of in other sports. Like, when they think, if you got too many fights or you've been playing too many games or you practice too hard, you won't preserve your body. Sports science tells you the opposite. You have to continue to keep your body in motion and keep it active, and you have to acclimate to what you're doing. Yes, you need a certain amount of recovery time, for sure. But if you don't do things at a high intensity and you don't train and practice at a high intensity, when your body needs to play at and play at a high intensity, it starts to break down. So when you don't do something, especially the older you get, when you don't do something, you try to start and do it again, it's extremely hard. It's extremely hard. It's fucking extremely hard to do it at a high level without getting injured. So you have to consistently play. You have to consistently step it up. You have to consistently, do it. And that year, he just never got his confidence back. Whatever he did to his back, he never did it back. Was it lifting something? Was it having too much sex? People was, talking about. Whatever it is, he never got his mojo back. And you look at what can he bring to them. Guess what? I mean, you bring in another Paul George type of guy. What I mean by that, another guy that need the ball in his hand, and he's best distributing. That's what he's best doing. He's best distributing. Guess what? Kawhi like having the ball in his hands. James Harden is back this year, better with having the ball in his hand. That's why he was the sixth man in Oklahoma City, because him and Westbrook wasn't going to really work with both of them with the ball in their hand. I told you that's one of the biggest issues the NBA got today to talk about. You talking about, guys not staying healthy, guys not wanting to play, they're not practicing enough, they're not playing enough. And when you don't practice and train and prepare yourself enough, well, I was just explaining, sports science tell you, when you really want to step it up and play, you're not going to be able to play. This load management is stupid. Play. You have to play. Every now and again, your body may need a break here and there, but you have to play. And he just, to me, he was never going to recapture that glory that he was having. He never wanted to shoot the ball. He was probably he had the money, he was comfortable, probably really didn't love hooping like that. It is what it is. I just don't see how that's going to work. You have Paul George who can shoot it, and he can do some things off the ball, but he like having the ball, and he got three guys with the ball in hand. He's best when the ball is in his hand. He making everybody better around him. That's it. James Harden is best when the ball is in his hand. Kawhi's best when the ball is in his hand. So they just trying to find talent, and maybe they gonna stagger his minutes with the bench guys or whatever. But for the most part, the Lakers, the Clippers, is just trying to throw some shit together and hope they hit. That's it. They trying to throw some shit together and hoping it makes sense. That's it. That's it. So, yeah, that's all I'm fucking saying, man. But it is what it is, man. And then, Harden is the only one that's durable out of all of them. It's like, bro, the Clippers just need to blow it up. I understand y'all got a new arena and y'all want people to come and all that, and it's a wrap. It's a reason. Kawhi's done. He kind of need to be in a Bill Walton position that he was in with the Boston Celtics when his knees went out. Harden, it is. I think he in a perfect position. He don't want to go win no basketball games. He want to pound the ball into the pavement and get his numbers. He don't play winning basketball. That's been evident since they went to the finals of Oklahoma City Thunder, and he fucking choked. So, I mean, I think where he needs to be at. He needs to be on the middle of the road team, putting up phenomenal numbers. And Ben Simmons, like, it's a wrap. He don't want to hoop no more. He took it for granted. Never really improved his jump shot. Never took this shit serious. And when that money started to get funny, you will see that nigga start moving his money. He gonna try to regain his prime, and it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too fucking late. I hope he took care of his money, and historically, it tells us that I don't know, but yeah, when you look at Ben Simmons and the Clippers, man, Clippers is like the West is you starting to see the West turn. Like when you start to look at the hierarchy of the West, it's really about the younger teams. Houston is coming. Oklahoma City Thunder is coming. And, unfortunately, we thought New Orleans Pelicans at some point was going to put it together, and they were going to do some great things, and it hadn't happened. But, the Pelicans, the Rockets, they're the teams of the now. And the young teams that's now. The Dallas Mavericks is a really great team. And then, obviously, Minnesota, they didn't want to pay Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert and Anthony Edwards. The dumbest thing they did was trade it for Rudy Gobert. They could have been they could have been the four teams that had the hierarchy in the West. Denver is a team that they didn't add anything. They on the slide down. They sliding down. They still up there, but they starting on the downtrend. They got to, do some retooling around the big two, right? Murray and Jokic. The Lakers, they done. The Kings is kind of like, we'll see what Doug Christie do. They kind of middle of the pack. The Pelicans are a lost cause. Phoenix is the same thing as like the King. Dallas. Denver. They not as good, but they just they sliding down. So when you start looking at the Clippers and all that, yeah, it's about 4 or 5 solid teams: Thunder, Rockets, Nuggets, Dallas. Those is it, and then you start talking about Minnesota, and those type of teams. But yeah, they missed the boat on that one. The Clippers is gonna be regretting some of the decisions they made, but I guess if I had to say, man, somebody that could have really used the Ben Simmons is a team with a lot of shooting and need a distributor off the bench. Golden State could have used them. Golden State is a really team I could think of, and possibly another team that could have used them was the Orlando Magic. A little bit, as a distributor, they kind of got some of the combo guards, but as a true distributor, they probably could have used them. But for the most part, we've seen the best of Ben Simmons, and unfortunately, we've probably seen the best of Joel Embiid, and banking on health and potential, trusting the process, just gonna seem like a failed process. So check out the NBA Talk playlist, NBA playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Check out the Patreon. Check out my Detroit channel, Morrissey Sports Talk, Free Game 89. All that links inside the link tree. It's the first link in the description. Peace. Let me know in the comment section.